It may have been a night off for 5 of the 7 most important Timberwolves players tonight, but it wasn't for me. I wasn't calling it. I still watched that game against the Oklahoma City Thunder because Thunder Wolves is always magical, and it was a pretty good game again tonight. They get the win by 2 in OKC. And the story of the game was that somebody was Naz Reid, baby. He puts up a big night, really kind of a focal point of the offense, scores in a myriad of ways, and is playing extremely well. The other big that got in for a little bit, Nate Knight, also played really well. I've always liked his game. Whenever he's on the court, he's drawing so many fouls. In his first 4 minutes on the court, he had 2 offensive rebounds, 10 points, drew 3 fouls, and he stays in for most of the stint, and he just doesn't get in the rest of the game. Even on a night where half of our roster is out and we have to go deep into our bench, Finch just does not ward people that play well and change his mind about people through a game. Anthony Edwards is another player that I love. You would think in a game where we're missing D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, Jordan McLaughlin, ball handler, Taurean Prince, Rudy Gobert, that Anthony Edwards would really have to step up and be a bit more of the focus. 16 shots, 19 points tonight. He played well. It's not the problem a lot of times with Ant, whether he plays well or not. It's just we don't get enough of him. I am just waiting for him to assert himself in the game and not let up. And I can't seem to find it, no matter how many people fall out of our rotation. I'm practically always wanting more Ant and more Jaden. Jaden got a bit more offensive involvement tonight and was good, making catch and shoot threes. Problem with him, again, is fouls. He picks up a lot of unnecessary, just kind of dumb ones that he just does not need to. Best example of that was his 4th one early in the 3rd quarter. SGA was just going on a terror offensively. I think he had 21 points in the 3rd. And in the middle of that run, Jaden picks up an offensive foul on SGA, making it so Jaden can no longer guard SGA and hopefully nullify him a little bit, and then he just continues to torch us. And we don't have Jaden's catch and shoot shooting, which we desperately need because we put up bricks, basically everyone else on the roster. Someone who normally does that I've been extremely critical of lately, Austin Rivers, had his best scoring night as a Timberwolf tonight, had 20 points. He did still have a lot of mistakes, and in fact, he had 3 trade-ins called on him in the 3rd quarter alone. After the 3rd one, he picks up a technical foul, and I'm deciding that I'm not going to be calling those pakilties unless it's the player-to-player interaction that I base the word off of. Because if you're talking at an insucure rhyme and then they tee you up, I said that wasn't really a pakilty. So that's why, if you're wondering that discrepancy in my vocabulary, that's the reasoning. He hit probably the biggest shot of the night. 10 seconds left, Wolves are up 1. He gets the ball out for a corner 3, takes a couple jab steps, rises up, hits the corner 3, put us up 4. Huge shot, main reason we end up winning that game towards the end because the Wolves missed a lot of free throws. We missed, I think, 3 in the last 10 seconds between Naz Reid and Anthony Edwards and gave them some opportunities to come back, including Austin Rivers fouling SGA almost on a 3 when we were up 3. All right, the long road trip is over, 5 games. That's another reason I was really disappointed with our start to the season. We had so many home games. We had great health. We did not capitalize. Now we've been in a long road stretch. Tons of injuries, and we're getting hit hard. So you got to capitalize when you're getting these gimmies, and we didn't do that a lot in the earlier parts of the season, and we're seeing the struggles now, but we got the win. That's good.